and welcome back to my channel. It's Coach Michelle Hong. Today I'm at SB Terry and I'm getting my new boots fitted. I'm going to give you the inside scoop on how you get your boots custom made. So a lot of people have asked me what type of boots you can get when you're a beginner, what type of blades you should get when you're moving on to doubles and working on your axle. So I'm going to give you the ins and outs of what I suggest as a coach, but it's ultimately up to you and your skating team to decide what's best for you. And this is my advice that I'm giving based on my personal experience. So let's get to it.
We can reinforce them too.
What do you do to reinforce it?
We could open up between the layers, reinforce the whole quarter panel area, which would be the hooks, stiffen up the tongue so they would be stiffer.
So I've been in SB Terry boots for over 10 years. I'm going to be on my third or fourth pair. I can't quite remember, but SB Terry has been so reliable. And I'm really lucky because I have a great relationship with the owners, George and Aaron SB Terry. And unfortunately, they actually transitioned their ownership to a family in Tennessee. So I was lucky enough to be able to connect with them one last time to get my final pair before the ownership has shifted. So I'm so excited because getting my very own custom-made boots has been something so rewarding and so special to me, because growing up, I actually had hand-me-down skates. And it was because at that time, my family really couldn't afford it, and that was the best way for us to be able to afford skating. And it wasn't until I met a owner of a figure skating company called Klingbeil at Junior Nationals, where I was able to get my own first pair of custom-made skates. So what's really interesting is that, like, when you first start out in skating, you can get just an over-the-counter kind of like stock boot skate from Rydell, Jackson, and all these different companies. But once you get to a higher level, that's definitely where issues start to arise. So for myself, I have bunions, I had blisters, I had flat feet. And so these issues weren't something that could be alleviated without getting a custom-made boot that was specifically targeting those issues. So if you're someone out there right now who has these issues, I would definitely look into getting a custom-made boot. So I know that SB Terry, Harlick, Avanta creates custom-made boots, so that's something that might be interesting to you to look into. So check in with your coach if you like that. So for me, I love going to my boot dealer, and this is Aaron, and he's writing out all the different measurements and all the different things that are required for creating the boot. So he traces my foot, he sees how flat it is, he measures out my ankles, he measures out my width of my foot, he sees if my bunion has grown or not. And here we're taking in all the different issues that I've had with my previous skates to make sure that no issues are repeated in the next boot. So I was complaining a little bit about the top of my ankles feeling really pressured. So there was a pressure point right there that needs to be alleviated. So he's gonna add a piece of cushion. So as you can see, I love being able to connect with my boot makers. They are so phenomenal. They've put in so much hard work into creating the perfect boot for skaters. And if you're interested in getting something that's very specific to your needs, then I definitely recommend a custom boot. If not, and if you feel like your feet are totally fine, then I would still recommend you go look into Jackson's, Rydells, Ideas, whatever your coach recommends. So yeah, I love you all so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.